Okay, so I'll share my screen. Um, share document. Okay. Please confirm you can see my screen.
Affirmed, ma. You can see it.
All right. So I have here a
Yes, ma'am.
form, impact of phone-based app on students' learning ability. So, and this form, I'm no longer accepting responses on it because already I have 793 respondents. And all these ones now you have to fill it, that you have to analyze all. So, um, before I start my analysis, the first step, let's say you've, like, the points where you are now is you've created your questions and you've sent out the question, this questionnaire or whatever, through their whatever means you want to share it, and you have received responses, right? So you're just at this very point where this form I'm presenting to you is. So the next thing to do is click on responses, and then you'll be able to view all responses to all your questions. So now the first step for me as an analyst, what you should first do is to take down these questions from responses section. Now, the first one is age. Can you see the screen, please?
Yes,
Yes,
ma.
ma'am.
You can see the screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you seeing age and then the bar chart?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. So here we have age, and then you're seeing what are the categories. Can you see? You write it now, making a note. You make your code notes first before you now start doing any other thing. Because this is the code note that you will use in your coding. By coding in this course is not programming. By coding, we mean conversion of all textual data to numeric data. Please, coding in data analysis means what? Conversion of textual data to numeric data. Because what you're going to be analyzing is in numeric form. I hope it's clear. So because it is in numeric form, what you are receiving are in textual form. You will need to convert all those numeric data, like something like 16 to 18 is not numeric. If it's in programming, we'll call it string, true or false. Because of that dash holding two of them. So um, all these ones now will be converted to what numeric data is known for. Like 16 to 18, you can make it your number one, 19 to 20, number two, like that. So when you now get to your Excel sheet where you'll be doing your conversion, you now change all this. Okay, so let's start. Now I'm writing down, please, as please write down too, because you're going to use it and I won't use my own notes. I'll be requesting for what you put down. So age, under age, the first category I have is 16 to 18. Second category, 19 to 21. Third category, 22 to 24. Fourth category, 25 to 27. Fifth category, 28 and above. Thank you. Then next question. Gender. Um, just title the gender. It's supposed to be, it's not a section, sha, but it's just the question there is for gender, to capture gender. And then under gender, what do you have? Male category, female category. Then the next one is school. Everybody that sees my phone is from into school. You have this one is an open-ended form, so we allow them to type in whatever they want, and this will cause a problem. It will cause a problem because it's going to give noise to the system. The way Mr. A is writing history is different from the way Mr. B is writing history. This one is writing Imo State University. System sees it as different data from, that's why it's not grouping them together. Right now it's Imo State University, next person, they're all IMSU. So they see the other one IMSU, this one in capital. Any small change in the spelling is recorded as a different data or a different category. So it's best if your analysis is going to cover, say, 3 universities or 6 universities, each from each zone. It covers Nigeria actually. So what you will now do is those 6 universities, put them down and let the respondents only select. If not, they will cause noise to your system. Now, because somebody asked what constitutes noise, this one now, because of this disparity in what they supply, I'm going to remove school completely from my data set, from my analysis data. I'll remove it. So I will not be using school. Faculty, they are giving me different data because I'm supposed to enter the faculty myself. If I'm analyzing for all the faculties in UC, it's not a big deal. You're doing big research. So you use maybe drop down to capture all the faculties. So respondents will not type anything for you. They'll spoil your work. They only have to click the drop down and select their own faculty. Department, now you know if you get the strength, list all departments you're capturing. Education level, let's see, hang on, I need 100 left. What type of phone are you using? Okay, I think what happened in this one is after we've created it, we later updated it. So it is people, see important aspect now. So all those other that are for me now, they are noise. I'll discard them and only take this part. What phone app have you used for learning in your institution? HTML editor, simulation app, CAD app, data analysis app, Grammatica, AutoCAD, and so on. Handwriter. But see how this person is writing handwriter is different from how the next person is writing handwriter, different from how the third person handwriter free. So sometimes it's best you list what they select from. If not, they will spoil your work. I want coffee. Maybe share more coffee. Or drink and now. Okay, so please, I hope that is taken. So these are the data available. So your first task is to write them down. Or anyone you intend to discard because of what they supplied you, you just don't have to write that one. When you download it, you delete that particular college. So for now, next thing is to let's go to home. This is the beginning of my responses. Then I'm going to click view in sheet. Use pure water. I don't want. I'm going to click view in sheet so that it opens in Google Sheet. And then from there, I can download it to Excel. This is my Google Sheet. I clicked on view in sheet. So I'm looking at it from my Google Sheet. And then from Google Sheet, I'll now download it there. It's open in Google Sheet. Please, can you see my Google Sheet? Let me get there.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I'm going to File, Download, Excel. File, Download, Excel. So I'm going to download the Excel file of this particular responses. I know you will not see my Excel because once you change from one environment to the other, you are still seeing the Google Sheet, right?
Yes,
Yes,
ma.
ma.
It's
We are
just the
still
Google
using the
Sheet.
Google Sheet.
So I've downloaded to Excel and I've opened the Excel. So I'm going to stop share and now share the downloaded Excel sheet. It should be okay, so this is the Excel sheet. Now download, I'm using WPA. Okay. Can you see it, please?
Yes, ma. We can see it.
This one now is no longer my Google Sheet. It's now in my WPS. It's now Excel I'm working with. Now let's work on the first. So you see how to convert this is where you convert textual data, which they gave me like this one now, age. The first person, is 22 to 24. That's the category of that person, and the person is male. And the person, instead of writing emo state, he wrote homo state. That's typographical error. So these are one of the reasons you shouldn't allow them to type. They make a lot of mistakes. So, but as when you type IMSU, FUTO, whatever the schools you want them to select from, they just select and no error in your work at all. It reduces that what you need to claim. Faculty of Physical Science, if you look at that column, you see people are writing Faculty of Science, Faculty of Physical Science, Science, different things. So I cannot use that column at all. I have to delete both school, faculty, department, different things captured. I can still not use it. So the best thing to do, the best advice is please make it static. Supply the data and let them select. Okay, now back to my first column. Remember the categories I captured. I'll just do for gender and this. I think you'll learn enough to do the rest. The first one is 16 to 18. So I'm going to use find and replace. Control F to bring up this. Can you see this? What do you call it? The dialog box that came up.
Yes, ma.
The find and replace. Okay. So
Yes, ma.
in
I can see
first
it.
category, it was 16 to 18 that I added first. So I'm going to say 16, find 16 to 18. Then I'll go to replace and say replace with 1. Did you get it? I don't know if you can see my screen. Find 16 to 18, replace with 1. Then click on find all. Then click on replace all. It is showing me 26 occurrences replaced. I don't know if you can see that.
Yes.
Can you see the
Yes, ma. I
26?
can see it.
Yes, ma.
So I'm now putting on that notes, that my write-up paper, I've written the ages that I have here present. So under 16 to 18, I'm just putting equal to 26. And I'll say, okay. The next category is 19 to 21. I'll say replace with 2. Find all, replace all. How many replacements?
3, 4,
142 occurrences.
Yes. I've written it down on that my code paper. This is very important, please. Now, the next category I have is 22 to 24. I'm replacing with 3. Find all, replace all. How many?
269.
269.
Good. 269. Then I'll go for the next one, 25 to 27. I'll say replace with 4, find all, replace all. How many?
133.
133. Then let's go for the last one. Two 8 above, find all, replace all. How many?
22.
Fine. You're done with that column. Everything that because you collected it from your question area. Do you understand? So I've picked out everything I used and I've replaced all the submissions there with numeric data. Now do the next column called gender. This one, I'm going to handle like during the generation of the form. Sorry, gender. Okay, so let's find now. Let me advise. Female, male is in female, true or false. So if I replace female first, sorry, if I replace male first, I'll be female will turn to, let's say find male, give it 1. Female will become FE1. Who can understand that? Let me know. Because
Because
male,
there's male and female.
there's male and female. So it's advisable you replace female first. Even though I want to give female 2, it doesn't matter. I can still find female replace with 2 before I now go to find male replace with 1. It happens in other like lighter scale to still happen, but I'll explain that later. Now let's go to find female. Okay, let's test it so you see what I mean by that. Let's find male and replace it with 1. Then I'll undo it. Find all, replace all. You see, everything was the whole data was replaced. Why? Because female contains MALE2. So it's 792, and all my respondents the same number. So you filled everybody with 1. So let's undo. And let's go for female first. Find female. I want to give female 2. So I'll still give you that number I wanted. Find all. Replace all. You see, male is still there. So female is how many? 404.
404.
Thank you. Now let's go for male. Find male, replace with 1. Find male, replace with 1. Find all. Replace all. 388. You see, that column has also been filled up. Now, the open data that I have here, for instance, is what phone app do you, let me go to the question. Sorry. What phone app have you used for learning in your institution? They listed different apps we've used. So we have any other, see, let's replace all our skills. This one is not this is scale. The first scale says, on a scale of 1 to 5, how did your phone app help you understand the course? Now, this is already scaled 1 to 5, and there's no need, this is only numeric data that is here, I think. So it's already scaled, so you don't have to touch it. When you say on a scale of, you've given it order, a measurable order that. So we leave that one, and now let's go to this strongly agree group. We have how many of them? We have it on column L, M, N, O, P. That's 5. Now, instead of, let's just go ahead and do the replacement. Control F for find. If I start with, I hope you can see my screen. Oh. To replace now,
Yeah.
if I start with, because I'm supposed to start with strongly disagree, and I'll give it 1. Okay? Strongly disagree. I'm writing it down. Strongly disagree. Disagree. Neutral. Agree. And strongly agree. Okay, these are the 5 lighter scales we have. What new water now? Oh, good. Okay. So I'm going to start with. Okay, who will tell me where where we should start from? Because the same thing that happened in female will happen here. So for the strongly disagree and disagree, you know that disagree is inside what? Strongly disagree. True or false? So if I feel
True.
disagree
True.
false, strongly disagree will become strongly 1 or strongly. Do you understand? Because it contains disagree. So I'm going to start with strongly disagree. Let's see. Find strongly disagree and replace it with 1. Now, let me explain again. This is only when you're doing qualitative, not for calculation. If it's for quantitative, I mentioned before that neutral, I will score it 0 so that it will not contribute anything in my calculation. So for qualitative, it doesn't matter. I can give it 3 because you're just counting how many people said strongly disagree, how many people said disagree, how many people said neutral, how many people said agree, and how many people said this. That's so it's qualitative just for frequency sake. So I'm finding strongly agree, and I'm scoring it 1. Let's find all, and let's replace all. 108 replacement. Please note that I'm just saying 108 is on all 5 columns. So if this one happens automatically on any column that you're running like that. Okay, so 105, 108. Now you can now do disagree. What? No, I'm not using it. Can now do disagree. Let's delete this and give it 2. Find all, replace all. 88. Let's go for neutral. And give it 3. Find all. How many do we have? 400, and everybody wants the neutral. See why I give them 0. They don't answer your question, they just say neutral. So most times again, I remove, let me tell you, if you really want to be serious with your data, remove that option. It's true, it completes the lighter scale, but if you don't give them that option, they'll give you their decision. Either you agree to something or you are not, you don't agree to it. Which one is our neutral? No. So most times, if you're doing serious analysis, remove the option. So here I have almost 500 people spoiling my data. So 494. Then next, which one should I do next? Who can tell me now? Let me know if you guys are following me. Which one should be next?
Strongly agree.
Thank you. Because agree is in strongly agree, if not, it will spoil you. So my strongly agree is supposed to be 5. So I'll do it first, then I'll go back and give agree number 4. The same thing we did before. So here becomes strongly and then it's 5. Find all, replace all. I have 978. Strongly agree, 978. Then agree can come now. Agree, replace, find all, replace all. Agora, Jesus, breaking. Oh, okay, yeah, it's correct. It's working on
Yes.
5 different columns. Yeah. I didn't have mistake. I got wrong. Okay, let's do find. Okay, it has replaced. Sorry, what did I get? Hey, I didn't record it, so let me undo, please. Undo. Okay, let's do this again. Find all, replace all. 2,290.
Is the agree not supposed to be 6?
Not
We
supposed to
have
be.
5.
Sorry,
I see using 5.
We already assigned 5 earlier.
Yeah, because 4 is agree, but 4 would have spoiled our destiny if we do it first. Oh, wait, and oh, it should be 4, not
Yes.
5.
Yes.
Thank you for that observation. Let me undo, please. Undo. So agree is undone. I'll come here. It's 4. Thank you. Thank you. So find all, replace all. Okay, so agree is 2292. 2292. So now you're going to replace everything this way. I have just 10 minutes, but I want to now show you what to do with open-ended data. Okay, very important. For any open-ended data that I have, please, before you start replacing, voila. You're supposed to copy, when you download, you're supposed to copy the content into the second sheet before you start replacing. So that the original data that came down from the internet you downloaded will still be in sheet 1. Do you understand? So you can always make reference to it. Are we together? You know how Excel
Yes.
sheets are. Sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4. You know that. This is my Excel sheet. Are
Okay.
you seeing the plus sign here?
Yes.
Under the sheet, can you see it?
Yes.
Yes. What you're supposed to do is click on it. It will give you a blank Excel sheet. So before you start replacing this numerical data, that one that you downloaded, you just do Control A, copy it, and transfer it here. Control V. Do you understand? So the one
Yes.
on sheet 1 is now your responses. Then the one you're coding will be here. So that anytime you need that old responses, you always go back to know what is even this 3. What did I even give 4? What did I give 1? You go to the first sheet and check it. Does it make sense? Are we lost already?
No.
Okay, let me. Did you get that? Before I will start
Yes.
Yes.
doing replacement for age, replacement for gender, replacement for all these skills. Before I start that, I'll simply just copy that thing I downloaded into Excel and put it in second sheet, because it's now in sheet 1 of my Excel workbook. Then I'll click on that plus to get a blank sheet. Copy that first one and put in the second sheet, and now start replacing the second sheet. So they are the same content, but sheet 2 will bear all my replacements, while sheet 1 will bear the original thing I downloaded. It's just for reference purposes. Very, very important. Okay, now I think I'm done. So the only thing I want to do is, if the data is open-ended, for instance, this one we ask them, what app have you used? Anybody, or you telling everybody, answer what you like. That's implication. So what you're supposed to do, let me do that quickly, is to copy this open-ended row completely for everybody. Just copy it and work on it independently. Don't forget I have 700 and something and respondents. So you copy everybody's response. Almost there. Maybe I don't know if we will have time for one more class. I never eat. I don't go for food. I have selected all, then I'll copy all. I'll now open a new workbook again and drop this one. So this one is now my open-ended questions. Everything the people answered. First person say the first line, the first row is the question. But starting from second row to the end are the answers. So the first person, the question is, what phone app have you used for learning? This person said this editor, blah, 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 and so on. So that's how when you ask people, let's say, what do you think you can do to improve on your learning? Or what do you think the department needs to improve on learning? They say we want smart board, we want this, we want that. So each person's option is here. Now, what you're going to do is you come here and say categorization. That's what you're here to do. Nominal separation. This person said AutoCAD simulation, that. You place it here. Let me use this one. Will not really be a good idea to. Okay, let's continue with it. You want to know how many persons are using which app? That's the important thing now. Here I have this person is using HTML editor. I'll call first one HTML. I'll call second one simulation. Simulation. Let me just call it. It's a simulation app. I'll call next one computer aided design card. I'll call next one data analysis app. So if somebody says SPSS, I know SPSS is data analysis app. I'll not capture column for SPSS. I'll just come and score the person under data analysis app. So data analysis app. I'll call the next one. If he disconnects, I'll come back and finish this one because I will not repeat this particular class next time. Next time we're going to our SPSS to do analysis. Please. So let me just do coding today and then analysis starts next time. Now the next one, what's the next person? Okay, I've captured everything. Number one person said. Number two person said HTML. Under number one, I've captured everything she said. I'll now score her 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. Number two person said only HTML editor. I'll score her 1 here and nothing else. Number three person says AutoCAD. It's the same thing as computer aided CAD. So that's number 3. I'll score the person 1 here. Number 4 person says HTML editor. I'll score 1. Number 5 said only HTML 1. 6 said only HTML 1. Next person said Python. Python has not been captured. I'll add it. I'll say Python, and then I'll come and score that person 1. HTML editor is the next. I'll score 1. Data analysis app, that's number 3 here. Next person, data analysis app. Next person, Anwriter. Anwriter has not been captured. Anwriter. Then this person is here. I'll score you 1. Next person is HTML editor. You have 1. Next one, next one, next one. Next, AutoCAD and HTML. I've got you one for HTML, so you also get one for CAD. Next, as it said, QBasic. Oh no, sorry. Before QBasic, there's Unwriter 1. The next QBasic has not been captured. I'll go and capture QBasic and then come here to the person that said it and store him 1. Next person say data analysis app here. Data analysis app here. Python here. HTML editor and C++. Give you one for your HTML editor. And go and add C++ that has not been captured before. Is anybody in the house? Who is
Yes, ma'am.
following me?
Yes, ma, we are here, ma.
Yeah, ma.
Okay. C++. I've stored in 1 on C++. Next person said QBasic and C++ and Java. I don't have Java yet. Let's add my Java before I store in. So this